You can think you're the most confident person in the world, but if you're not comfortable going out by yourself, then I'm sorry to break it to you, but you still care about what people think just a little bit. And you know why? Come here. Because if you didn't, then you would just go out by yourself. But you don't want to go out by yourself because you're scared about what people are going to say, and people are going to be like,
oh my god, that girl's out by herself. Oh no.
But if you didn't care, you would just do the damn thing, right?
Diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season, sleigh bells ringing. Diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack.
Hi guys, it's your girl NyahSky, and today I'm going to be talking about how to get rid of your insecurities. So this is something that I struggled with for a long time. If you're new to my channel, I've been making videos years ago, took a little break, but anyway, that's besides the point. Even when I started making videos, I still was a little bit insecure, but I was in the midst of finding my style and just going for it. So now I'm pretty much there. Not pretty much, I'm there. I don't care about what other people think, and people always are like,
oh my gosh, like how do you do it?
and to me it's just so easy. But when I was younger, it was not easy, child. So let's just get into it. Enough rambling. I have these notes just so that I could stay focused, and because I could go off on a tangent if you know me. Okay. Number one, stop caring about what other people think. Simple, simple, simple. I know you make a,
oh, Nyah, you're making it seem easier than it really is.
no, it's really that easy, sis. It really is. Nah, let me tell you how, okay? It's gonna be harder to just do it and say, yeah, I don't care about what people think anymore. No. One, you're gonna have to start by eliminating toxic things out of your life. So like Instagram, if you find that it's draining you, then don't go on Instagram like that. I don't think Instagram is necessarily a bad thing, but it depends on how often you're on it. If you're scrolling through it a lot, if you're watching a lot of people who look like they're rich, or look like they got it, or look like they got a nice house, or look like they got expensive clothes, that may make you feel a little bit more insecure about yourself. So just eliminate that from your feed. If you're just worried about yourself, you'll naturally start to stop caring about what other people think. Also, just let what other people say just go out of one ear and out the other. Something that helped me is I realized that a lot of people who you think are secure, like a lot of people I thought was super secure growing up, I found out that they were probably the most insecure people. So I didn't even put confidence on this list because confidence can kind of mask your insecurities, and we're talking about how to be insecure. So if you click this video, then most likely you're not confident, so let's not even pretend like we got that yet. But all of these steps are going to help you get there, because confidence is a big thing that helps as well. Another thing that can help you stop caring about what other people think is knowing yourself. So by knowing yourself, know what kind of person you are, know your personality. So I'm gonna use this example, right? When I was younger, I always used to let my mom pick out my clothes all the time. She loved doing it. She would always get like matching outfits, and it was easy for me to know what to wear. I'll just find the matching outfit. As I got older, I found that I didn't really know my style. I never truly liked my mother's style, not for me anyway. It wasn't me, you know? I just found myself getting what she would get for me and still not necessarily finding myself. When I was younger, my friends were very into floral patterns. I would go shopping with them, and when I started buying my own clothes, I would kind of go with what they would wear, with what I think would look cute on them. And that's a big thing that's going to like help you become secure and stop being insecure. Stop caring about what others are doing. Not what others are doing, but so say for example, you see someone and they look really good with black hair, or you see someone and they look really good with straight hair, or you see someone and they look really good with curly hair. Don't try and copy that person, which is why I also say don't go on Instagram, because on Instagram there's a lot of inspirational styles that you can get from people, but a lot of people end up just kind of copying that style. You have your own style. Everyone is not the same. Everyone is not meant to be the same. So anyway, I say this to say that I still have the top to this day. It was this flowery green floral hippie type shirt, and it's not something that I would wear, hence why it's still in my closet with the tag on it. And I probably bought this like 7 years ago, okay? It's a really cute shirt. Like, I like the shirt. It's just not a shirt for me. It's not my style. I'm not a hippie kind of girl. I can be edgy at times. I can be girly at times, but I'm not a flowery girl, and I never have been, never will be. How to find your own style. So how I found my own style was honestly by experimenting. So yeah, I thought that flowery top may have been good for me, but then I realized that I looked good in like a crop top. At the time I didn't have a kid yet, so I had smaller boobs. So I used to wear crop tops, like they were very snug fitting. I was slimmer, so I would wear like high-waisted jeans, still wear high-waisted jeans. But basically just find what looks good on you by trying multiple things. Try different makeup looks, try different hairstyles, get comfortable in different hairstyles. Don't think, okay, I'm just gonna wear this ponytail, this bun every day. Like, switch it up, change it up. If you can switch it up, if you can change it up, you got it going on, okay? Another thing that will help you is look in the mirror often. So by looking in the mirror often and noticing your body and really paying attention to your body is going to help you find your style naturally. You're gonna start noticing like, okay, like I look good at this angle with this on. For example, something that's super basic, super easy, I've always noticed, I think smaller frame people look really good with like A-line dresses, skinnier, skimpier stuff, low neckline things that if big booby girls had on, their boobs would like fall out. Like, I feel like skinny people look good with things like that on. Thicker people look good with tighter fitted stuff that shows their curves, maybe looser stuff that doesn't like suffocate your curves at the same time. Like, you just have to know what your style is. Anyway, another reason why looking in the mirror is super important is because if you're constantly looking at other people and you're not really looking at yourself in the mirror, then you can easily feel like, oh, okay, this person is beautiful, that person is beautiful, I'm not beautiful, because you're seeing them more than you see yourself. I know it may seem crazy, but like, let's put it like this. After I had my son, I had got insecure again because I had to kind of find myself all over again. I was a different shape, my face had broke out again, my hair changed up, like everything just kind of switched up with me. So the insecurities had hit me hard again after I was pregnant, and I noticed that I stopped looking in the mirror as much. Like, when I used to go to the mall, and you know, as you're going shopping, you're going to pass 1 or 2 mirrors, and I found myself always looking in them when I was younger. Like, well, when I got my confidence anyway, I'll be like, yeah, I look good. But then after I got pregnant, I noticed that I would just walk past the mirror and not even look at the mirror. Like, I just didn't want to look at the mirror. So I started forcing myself to just look at the mirror at all times. Look at the mirror when I'm home by myself. Look at the mirror when I'm around people. Like, nobody has to know what's going through your head when you're looking at that mirror. You could be looking at that mirror and being like,
oh, I look ugly today.
But then you could stop and tell yourself, you know what? You're not ugly. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. And guess what? All this is happening internally, okay? Nobody gotta know that this is going on in your head and in the mirror. But in reality, you're looking like this. But if people were to see in your head, you'll be like, yes, yes, yeah. But seriously, look in the mirror. I'm a firm believer of that. I just am. Because, all right, let me get up close and personal. I've basically been insecure about my whole face. Growing up, I hated my brows, hated my nose. Not necessarily the shape of it, but the side profile is kind of flat. And if I would want to wear big shades, they would slide down my face, so I hated my nose. I didn't like my lips. I felt like I didn't really have a top lip like that. Obviously, as you can see, I don't know if you guys are new or not, but let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Nyah, and I had really bad acne growing up, so I still have scars and things like that from it. I had took Accutane when I was younger, but yeah. And when I first started my YouTube channel, I still was kind of insecure. Even though I made a how to be confident video, I was still insecure. I would have never came on camera without makeup on, and now I really don't care. I mean, one, I got a better camera, but two, I'm way more confident with my imperfections now. Like, I just feel like they make me who I am. Like, don't get me wrong, I would like clear skin, but do you think I'm ugly just because I have marks on my face? No. I'm pretty sure you probably like, oh, she cute, oh, she cute, or whatever. Yeah, so if you have acne, why am I any better than you? I'm not. Okay, I'm not. So if you think I can be pretty with imperfections on my face, then so can you. Yeah, so that's why it's very important to look in the mirror. I used to try and hide the fact that I had acne, that my face was breaking out, and the more I looked at myself, the more that I was okay with it. Not saying that I'm okay with my face being like this my whole life, you know, because obviously who doesn't want clear skin and healthy skin? If I'm just having one of those days, I'm just having one of those days. Next, attach yourself to inspirational songs. This is so important. So music naturally makes you feel good, it makes you feel happy. If you're a music person, which most people are, even if you're not, I suggest you expand your horizons and listen to music a little bit. I'm going to look up one of my favorite songs. Well, I have two that helped me, and I will share them with you because I have no problem. One of them was actually my intro song when I first started YouTube. So if you want to check it out, I mean, I didn't have the whole song, but just so you see that I'm not lying, like, it's something that I made a part of me kind of thing. Like, this is what I mean when I say attach yourself to a song. Find a song that's talking about confidence or being beautiful, maybe being insecure at one point, but you got this now, and attach it to you and how you feel, and listen to it often. Listen to it when you are not feeling confident. Listen to it when you're feeling real confident. Just listen to it often. Listen to it in the car. Listen to it laying down. Seriously, listen to it. I have listened to mine so much that I put mine, a little snippet of it, in my intro video so that it could always kind of be a reminder of like, you beautiful, girl, you are beautiful. Because especially when it comes to YouTube, I know there were going to be times where I didn't feel so beautiful, and when I heard my intro song, I'll be like, okay, that's my song. Anyway, enough with the rambling. The name of the song was Perfectly Imperfect by Elijah Blake. So I'm just gonna look up the lyrics really quick, and I'll probably put them up in here, you know. So in the song, he's basically talking about he's only gonna find the girl and the love of his life when he stops looking for perfect. So it kind of is not a song about being beautiful in the beginning. It's about just not expecting everyone to be perfect, but then towards the end it just turned into like my anthem. As you go towards the end of the song, he's just kind of fading out. Mind you, this is one of those short songs, so it's not a super long song, but then towards the end he says, "'Cause even perfect ain't perfect, why would you wanna be perfect? Nobody's perfect, just be perfectly you." And that, I don't know why, like, it used to have little tears in my eyes. Like, that just, I would listen to the whole song just for these last few lyrics, bro. Another song that I attached myself to was Who You Are by Jessie J. Now that initial one was like in the car, nobody's perfect, so we perfectly go. It was one of those like, yeah, feel good girl, yeah, yeah. But when I heard of Who You Are by Jessie J, I listened to that shit crying, bro. Crying until I believed it. Because, okay, and a lot of people's how to get over your insecurity, you're gonna hear people say, oh, do daily affirmations, talk to yourself, tell yourself you're beautiful, which I do think is important, and I kind of have it in here, but in a different way. I don't think everybody is realistically gonna be in the mirror saying you are beautiful. Like, if you already think you're ugly, it's gonna be kind of hard to say you are beautiful and believe it. So listening to a song that's telling you you are beautiful and you going through the emotions until you feel it, I don't know, you just gotta, if you don't understand what I'm saying, you just gotta do it and you will understand. Okay, just try it, don't knock it before you try it, and you'll understand. So anyway, into these lyrics, baby. If you don't know the song, then you need to go listen to it right now. Go listen to it right now. It starts off powerful. I stare at my stare at myself. I'm not gonna sing this one because her vocals are insane, and me singing it, I'm just gonna sound like a dying cat. So I'm just gonna talk them out. I stare at my reflection in the mirror. Why am I doing this to myself? Losing my mind on a tiny error. I nearly left the real me on the shelf. So it's like I'm over here picking myself apart, and my imperfections are what makes me beautiful. That I'm kicking my real self aside by trying to compare myself to other people. That's what she said, and I just broke it down for you. Next, she says, don't lose who you are in the blur of the stars. Seeing is deceiving, dreaming is believing. It's okay not to be okay. So that's basically going back to Instagram. Stop going into things and seeing what people got and getting insecure. As long as you can dream it, you can do it. Do you, girl? Okay. And then I don't know why, but this part right here, when I was in my feelings, it used to have me crying, bro. Like that kind of cry. It's a part where she'd be like, no egos, fake shows, like whoa, just go and leave me alone. Real talk, real life, good luck, good night with a smile. That's my heart. I don't know why, but I just used to be like. But anyway, that song is all about confidence and feeling beautiful even when you feel insecure. Just know that you got it, girl. You got it. Even if those two songs, you don't like them, you don't have to like them. Find whatever fits for you and works for you and attach yourself to it. And I'm telling you, ooh baby, ooh baby. So next we have go out by yourself. Now, some people are gonna say, oh, what does this have to do with getting over your insecurities? It has to do with a lot, okay? Because you can think you're the most confident person in the world, but if you're not comfortable going out by yourself, then I'm sorry to break it to you, but you still care about what people think, just a little bit. And you know why? Come here, come here. Because if you didn't, then you would just go out by yourself. But you don't want to go out by yourself because you're scared about what people are going to say, and people are going to be like,
Oh my God, that girl's out by herself. Oh no.
but if you didn't care, you would just do the damn thing, right? So go out by yourself. I'm kind of going to tie this into figuring out what you like. Yeah, I'm going to tie those in together. So go out by yourself. It allows you to be more comfortable. You're not going to care about what people think about you. And then also, a lot of the times when you're out with friends, it may be things that you want to do that your friends don't want to do. Like, that's just going to be the reality of it. Everybody is not just like you. You can find people that are similar to you. You can find people that have the same values and the same goals as you do, but they don't necessarily have the same interests as you. So that's why it's very important to go out by yourself, so that you can allow yourself to do the things that you like to do, and also allow yourself to figure it out if you don't know it, which also goes into finding out what makes you happy. I'm gonna just tie those together because you can do this by spending more alone time. You can figure out what truly makes you happy instead of what you've been doing with your friends. Like for me, right? When I was younger, I used to go out a lot, and I mean, I still go out a lot, but I go out to restaurants now. But before, I used to love going to clubs and lounges, and I do not like doing that anymore. That is just not my life. I noticed that I like doing it because that was what young people did, and that's what my friends like to do, and I just was like, because I can be a good time, but I don't like the club scene. I don't like the lounge scene. It's just not me. By going out by yourself, it allows you to do what makes you happy, figure out what's good for you, find a hobby. If you can't find that, just constantly try new things, go new places until you figure it out. If you just stay home cooped up by yourself, or stay hanging out with your friends doing things that don't truly interest you, you're never going to truly find out what's you like and what's for you, and that's going to keep you being insecure because you're going to keep comparing yourself to what other people like and what other people interest. Oh, this person likes this, or this person has that. I wish I had that. You can have that. Just go figure it out. It's really that simple. Like, okay, some people get lucky. For example, they'll play basketball, their parents forced them in basketball, they ended up being a basketball player. But some people, their parents never put them in that sport, they fell in love with that sport and then they became a basketball player. So it's all about what you figure out that you like and then just go hard at it. Simple. Next. Okay, so this kind of goes into like the daily affirmation thing that I said that I wasn't gonna do, but I'm kind of doing. Read inspirational quotes / watch motivational videos. So if you have to put a quote up on a wall, read quotes daily. For me, I didn't have quotes on my wall, but I would go on Pinterest every single day, like it was an addiction, and I would just look and scroll for like about an hour through not just motivational quotes, but like you are beautiful quotes, you are enough, maybe being a mess and going through a lot but you're still strong, you can still overcome. I would read a lot of stuff like that. Wake up, watch motivational videos, take my laptop with me to the bathroom, brush my teeth while watching a motivational video, go to sleep while watching a motivational video, change my feed to more motivational things, which is kind of going to shift into your mindset, because insecurities are not just the way that you feel about your face and your body, it's also about how you feel about your life. So if you're just more positive and more on it, then naturally you're going to be more confident. You're going to feel like, yeah, I can do this. So for me, another thing I'm going to tie into this is anime. If you like anime, you'll understand what I'm saying. If you don't like anime, but you are an inspirational kind of you can do it kind of person, then I think that you should just try it. One anime that I recommend you start with is Naruto, My Hero Academia, or Hunter x Hunter. And I'm gonna say those because all three of those are about people who people weren't really that sure about, and they showed that like they had it in them, they got it done, they did the damn thing. And it just makes you feel good, and it makes you want to do something with your life and be like,
you know what? People tell me I can't do it. I'm gonna motherfucking do
it. That's what anime does for you. So I'm gonna just tie that in with inspirational quotes, because you have to do shit like that in order to get yourself out of this insecurity funk. You're gonna have to start watching a lot of stuff, reading what you want to be. Next, surround yourself with positive people. A lot of the times, like me, for example, I was the kind of person that everybody wants. I don't really want to say that. I mean, still kind of, if I allowed myself to, I guess. People naturally want to hang out with me. They like my personality. I'm bubbly. I'm happy. But at the same time, you'll notice that if you let everyone into that energy, you can start allowing some people to drain you, or some people who have negative thoughts. Like, you're just naturally going to start feeling negative. If you start constantly hanging around negative people, those negative toxic thoughts or those complaining thoughts are going to start rubbing off on you. But if you hang out with people who, I don't even want to say necessarily rich, you know, because like nobody's saying hang out with rich people. If they got money, eventually you'll get money. Like, no. But if you hang out with people with rich mindsets, which is positive mindsets of I can do this, hustler mentalities, people who like to budget and save, like I like to be around those kind of people, because they make me want to be a better person, do those things, follow in their footsteps. If I'm hanging around negative people, I'm just gonna want to be more negative. My best friend, she's kind of just like me. She's very positive. We speak about manifesting your beliefs. Two best friends, sorry, Kathleen and Alexa, shout out to them. I'm not saying without them I would be nothing, but they are a big part of who I am, and we have a group chat with each other and we talk about these things sometimes, and I just really love them, and they make me feel really, really good. And we don't even all live together. We all live in different states, but just knowing that I have someone that has my back, that will believe in me with no matter what I say I want to do, they will be in it for me. I love that about them, because in reality, a lot of the times you want your family or you want your mom and dad to be that person for you, and it's kind of sad to say, but like, you may want to do this and your mom may want you to do something else, and it's not that she doesn't necessarily believe in your goals, but she just wants the best for you, and she may not be able to have this imaginative, go for it attitude like you have. But if you can meet new people that have that attitude, then that can shift and change your focus and your mindset when it comes to a lot of things. So try it out. What else do we have here? So I have one last one on my list. Be proud of your progress / keep moving forward. A lot of the times, like I said, you're going to want to compare yourself to where this person is in life and what this person is doing, but know that you have your own timeline, and someone may be rich by 30 and you may have wanted to be successful at 30. Like I wanted to know exactly what I wanted to do, be rich at 30. Quite frankly, that ain't the case. However, I let 30 be something else for me. I went on a solo trip and I let it really find out what I want to do for myself, which I've always kind of went back and forth with. But it was like who I wanted to be versus who people wanted me to be, and I just kept going, ooh, 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 ooh. But now it's like, I know who I want to be. I'm just going to go after that. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I finally realized that I want to live my life with no regrets. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to do things my way. Just be proud of your progress where you're at. Like I said, you may have thought you would have had the car, the white picket fence, the family, been married by now, and it didn't happen. Okay, maybe you might not have the love of your life, but you're successful in your career right now. Maybe you may not be successful in your career yet, but you found the love of your life. Maybe you didn't find the love of your life. Maybe you don't have the career you wanted, but you ended up having a child and they ended up being exactly what you needed in life. So it all goes to stop comparing yourself to other people, stay in your lane, appreciate yourself and thank yourself and acknowledge yourself for what you have, and the world will be a better place, okay? So it's your girl NyahSky. I'm out. Also, if you like this video, make sure to go check out my other video. I have a video about how to be a bad bitch, which is how to be confident. So it's an older video, but it still applies in this world, baby girl. So go check it out if you like this video, and have a nice day.